Be prepared for highly offensive language from the start and throughout, and adult and sexual themes.
I've got no bum. I've got no bum. Do you want a booty? Shake it. Yeah, tonight we saw the housemates learn to twerk, but anything Tiffany can do, I can do better. Come on, look. Well, listen, after all that toxic behaviour in the house, Gillian's detox clinic was open for business. I mean, that's a task, let me tell you. We saw housemates enter and then exit the clinic. However, some housemates were willing to put the effort in.
So I'm really going to give my best effort to take a shit.
I mean, she's going for it. Moving swiftly on, what a show I've got for you tonight. We've got life coach Anna Williamson's back. She's here. She'll be blowing the lid on all the housemates' innermost thoughts. Plus, we'll be finding out just how clever they really are when we reveal the results of our bots IQ test that they did. Yeah. And if that weren't enough, I'm going to be giving you lot at home the reins as we're going to find out what you really think about all of the house action. And all of that I've got to get through. I'm going to need a bit of help. And luckily, I've got 3 people just over there chomping at the bit to get involved. My first guest is a feisty, intelligent entrepreneur. She got herself fired. But tonight, we've hired her. Please give it up for star of The Apprentice, Selena Warman-Smith. Next up, it's the BB superfan, journo and broadcaster. Hold that front page. It's Claire Muldoon. Oh, a bit of glitter. Got a bit of glitter on tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Around the titty REA.
Really?
Really? Look at her, yeah!
That's not supposed to happen.
Completing tonight's lineup is a man who entered the Big Brother house 13 years, 8 months and 4 days ago today. Ooh. Bit of a while, he probably didn't even know that himself. Please give it up for Big Brother royalty, Alex Sibley! Get him. Right, let's get down to business. After all the toxicity, octopus tonight. We saw Gillian go in there and try and sort them out. She picked Stephanie, Scotty, John and Tiffany as the most toxic housemates. So, Selena, let me come to you first. Were you surprised at who she went for?
I think there were some obvious choices who she went for. I'm not sure that I would have put Scotty T in there because he seems to exude kind of positivity for me. But I think Stephanie was a good choice to go in there.
You think, Seb, would you have gone for Stephanie? Yeah. Well, most of them. Well, Tiffany in particular wasn't too happy to be in there. Alex, do you think she might have overreacted a bit? She's been in that task room before. It wasn't a shock.
Well, I don't know, maybe she overacted a little bit. Maybe there's more about her that we don't know, and she thought having sort of like a therapy session with her might bring out some things that maybe she didn't want us to know. But then again, she's American as well, and they always take everything a bit too far.
We started
that's why we like them, isn't it? That's why they're good housemates in here, because the Americans don't really care as much as the English ones do,
That is true. The Americans just do what they want. Well, Gillian, funnily enough, she was actually able to talk Tiffany down. Like, I didn't think that was possible. Claire, do you think you could maybe help detox Tiff a bit?
Well, not me personally, but I think Gillian certainly can. And I think Tiffany's a wonderful housemate. I really want her to do really well. I'd love her to win, actually. She wants to improve. She wants to help herself, and she wants to, you know, give good view. She wants to be part of a team, which she is. She's great. I love her. And I think Gillian will do well with her, and I think the dynamic there in the toxicity house will be very good watching
someone
indeed.
can say it. What was it again?
Toxicity.
Toxicity.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to John, because Gillian said that he was the catalyst of chaos. He's always in the middle of an argument, giving it a bit of a stir. Selena, you've been watching the show. Do you think he does enjoy a bit of a...
He loves the stir. He even admitted and even said something like, my fun hasn't even begun in here yet.
Yes, he did say
and
that.
I think he stepped back a little bit recently, but we've not seen the end of him. I think he's got some Machiavelli behaviour up his sleeve.
Oh, Al?
I don't know. I think he's changed a lot since he heard those booing. I think he's changed a little bit, and even though he says, "Oh, I'm not bothered," and he always goes, "Bring it on," I think he is bothered because
He's just
he is a
dying
super
inside.
fan.
He's like, "Oh, no."
He's a super fan. He loves the programme, you know, and I think he'd be mortified to know that people don't like him. And I don't really see why not. I think he's all right. I like him, you know.
I think his new name should be Kenwood because he's such a bloody mixer. He just
Oh!
seems to mix of everything.
Other mixers are available. Let's put it out there. What are we making of John? Do we think he does stir it up? Come on, Paul. Look at this shirt. Go on.
Thank you very much. You know what? I'm actually delighted he's mixing it up because the whole housemates and Big Brother being controlled by Gemma. Yeah. So I'm happy he does mix it up. And out of interest, can you tell me what random illness Gemma had that she couldn't take part in the task?
I don't know. Do we know that? Oh, she said she was nauseous and she wasn't feeling well. I don't know.
Surprise.
I don't know. Talking to me like I'm Dr. Bob and I'm a celeb. Leave it out, Paul. Well, she chose Scotty for his drinking, swearing and his libido. Selena, I know you said you don't think he really deserved to be there, but can you understand why she went for him?
Yeah, I guess those are valid reasons. I mean, that is quite negative behavioural traits, but then he's a young lad. Isn't that normal for a young lad? You'd be more worried if he wasn't doing that, to be fair.
Well, he did say later on, though, he was going to try and quit smoking. Do you think he's going to be able to do that while he's in that house? It seems that everyone started smoking
so.
in there.
Yeah.
From what I don't watch Geordie Shore that much, but I know he drinks a lot, and sometimes a cigarette and the alcohol, which he drinks a lot, does go hand in hand. But being in there, I never smoked so much in my life as I did when I was in there, because sometimes it was the boredom. But the thing is, though, I don't think there is any boredom in there. There's so much going on.
There's always something happening.
They're all having fights, and then they're all friends again, and then they're having fights, and then they're all friends again. I think he doesn't need to smoke in there, except to pass
Well, he
the
might
time.
do it. We'll have to have a look about it, see if he does it.
I think I'd be more concerned with the fact that he's turned orange. I mean, he was brown to start
That was
with, and now
Maloney with
he's
his
full
spray. He
orange.
loves it. Remember he done Gemma? Ooh.
Don't.
Let's move on to Steph very
Australia.
swiftly.
That's why she's ill.
Gillian really made her think about some of her actions that she's done in that house. Claire, do you think Steph really took that on board, what she was saying, purely because of the fact that Gillian hasn't been a housemate, she's a house guest and she's an outside influence?
The problem I have with Stephanie is the fact she does take things on board when people talk to her, but she does bugger all about them. She still has the same behaviour. Look in tonight's episode, for instance, that she was removed from the house. She was talked by Gillian, you know, look, your behaviour with Jeremy's not on, this, that and the next thing, your public opinion outside might not be what you think it would be. Don't forget, she came in wanting to better herself, better her public opinion. She's not done anything at all to help that.
No.
And then when the toxic housemates went into the main house, they all went into the garden. Her and Jeremy were inseparable.
This is what I was going to say.
They kept
they've
going
come back
back.
out. It was all broken
It was
as they
almost
come
as
out.
if it's a codependent relationship. They just can't seem to live with each other and can't seem to live without each other.
But it was that classic Steph behaviour, like I take it on board, I realise what I'm doing.
But
and then she goes straight back to
the
Jeremy.
cognitive learning, the cognitive switch just isn't going on there. In fact, I don't think any switch is going on in that girl's brain at the moment.
Alex, do you think Gillian's going to be able to sort them two out? Not like that.
I don't think
Watch
anyone can sort them out. I mean, it is a bit of a strange relationship,
Yeah.
those two. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, she's cheating on her boyfriend, but it's a weird thing, cheating with everybody watching, because normally when you cheat, it's all done quietly, isn't
Is it Alex? I wouldn't know. Sonia, better watch out. So you think it's a bit of a strange case going on?
I think as well. There's probably a bit of cabin fever in there. You know, you do make relationships. You do get on with people very quickly in there because you've got the cabin fever thing. So maybe they're just finding. Maybe they both find it hard in there. They just want to be together, or they just can't wait to, you know.
She craves attention. She craves to be loved, and the absolute fact is she doesn't love herself. So she needs to really look to herself in this and grow and try and develop her own self.
We're going to talk about these two a bit more later on, but like Paul just said in the audience, we've got to bring her up. The person Gillian really wanted to put into detox was Gemma. But she couldn't because Gemma wasn't feeling too well. However, we did speak to Gillian before she went in, and it turns out her and Gemma have got something in common. Take a look.
I have to say I was really impressed with Gemma Collins and her Reiki skills and how she used her skills and energy and talking to Darren's poo and getting him to love the poo that was stuck inside of him to get it to move out.
Oh, Dal, you really are blocked up. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. You just really have got a lot of crap in you.
And it seemed to work for Darren. And I thought to myself, Gemma Collins, you've got a lot more to you than I had realised.
They're the same person! Gillian and Gemma, they're actually the same person. Listen, nice bit of chat. Give them a round of applause. That was a nice little first laugh. Coming up, Anna Williamson's going to be delving into the minds of our celebs in that Borehamwood bungalow, and we're going to be hearing what you lot make of the latest shenanigans going on. Plus, I've got the very latest from the house, and some of the housemates have had a close shave. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you after this. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not being rude. I mean, in my time, I've been compared to many a thing, but Jeremy seriously took the piss today.
You can see the top bit.
Yeah, obviously. Oh my God.
I know, it's so hairy. I've not shaved for a month.
That's like Ryland's beard.
No, yeah.
It's not Ryland's beard. It's like we've got our own pet in here.
Right, the pet's going.
No, I ain't having it. No, I'm going to shave it off. I'm going to have to shave it off now. I can't have that. Well, I've actually heard that she's actually had a shave as well. It's caused a bit of a drama. Just ignore the Hoover and listen to what happened.
Right, darling.
Nice shower.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's nice. I sprayed it all out.
You what, babe?
I sprayed all that spearmint stuff.
Fortunately, there was razors in there, shampoo on the thing, all the things on the bottom, so I've just thrown them all away.
That was Steph the other day doing her food.
Who?
The 2 green ones. They're Steph's. Yeah. They're Steph's.
Ron.
Just put it in your vanity case.
I am not OCD. I'm sorry I left a razor on the floor. It's a razor that I shaved my pits. I've had the hairiest foof in the world. I rinsed it out, and I left it on the side to use it. It's a freaking razor. Everyone needs to get a grip. This kid's dying in Africa. Upstairs.
She's left the family razor on the floor. Alex, what are you making of that?
Must have been bloody hairy. But leaving it about, I mean, she's done this before with her knickers, whereas, you know, the knickers thing that happened with her, you know, it wasn't, not necessarily her fault, these things happen, but, you know, when you've got these things about, you don't leave them about. Yes, they do.
Yeah. You should see mine.
No, but she shouldn't go leaving it about. You know, if you've just shaved your minge, you know, you shouldn't leave all the bits about, you know.
Claire, is that something you'd do?
I really don't want to comment on this.
Selena, do you think they're overreacting
I think
a bit?
it's horrifying, but not just that, and not the fact she's cheating on her boyfriend. It's the fact that she's got 2 men after her, and she behaves like that. I don't get it.
We've all left a razor about. Oh, I don't know. I think it's all right. Well, I don't know. Well, shut up, Claire Muldoon. Listen, I've got a life coach on my sofa, and do you know what? I ain't afraid to use her. Let me be honest. It's Anna Williamson, and it's time for. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Anna Williamson! Are you all right?
I am tread
Lovely,
well.
welcome
It's good
back.
to see you.
Well, I've just gone for like the milk tray, look. Other chocolates are available. Yeah, I've gone for a bit of the back tonight.
I went for your lady.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, tonight we saw Gillian choose her 4 most toxic
Yes.
housemates. Did she pick the right 4?
Yes, she did. Well, she picked the right 3. She chucked Scotty T in there because I think she needed a 4th. But I don't think... the other 3 were definites for me. Stephanie, John and Tiffany, perfect for the toxicity. Got you, Claire. There you go. There we go. But Scotty T, it should have been Gemma, right? As soon as they even started saying it, I was like, here we go, this would be good with Gemma. Oh, she's ill, right? So she had to pick a 4th. So I guess because Scotty keeps going on about his massive wanger and everything and running after girls...
I'll bring up the chopper.
I'll bring up the chopper.
I'll bring up the chopper.
Yeah.
Well, listen, before our housemates went in the house, we asked them to rate their chances of being evicted first and the likelihood of them winning the show. Now, let's have a little look at how they've scored themselves. Remember, 1 is the lowest and 10 being the highest possible. So this is the chart.
That's important as well, 1 being the lowest.
Right, and you'll understand why this is important. So as you can see, chances of being evicted first, Gemma, Tiffany and Daniela think it's never going to happen to them. And they're also the same three that think they've got the most chance of winning. Now, we can't confirm this because Daniela's in the house. I think she's got confused.
Yeah.
Daniela.
Yeah.
I can't see... She's quite self-deprecating, Daniela, and I think she
Massively.
might have got the numbers wrong. But what do you think?
Well, that's why we picked it out. She's absolutely the odd one out, right? That's what I would say. I mean, Tiffany and Gemma they're completely on par with each other. They have so many similarities going on in so many
so
ways.
you can see the similarities
Absolutely, and I can see how they put themselves there at 1 and 10 of chances of winning because they believe in themselves. They absolutely big themselves up. Daniela, we don't know for sure, but she also put at 1, as in the lowest, her loyalty and honesty. And we know from Daniela she's very true.
Very loyal and
very
very
true and very
honest.
honest. I wouldn't mind betting it, but I think she's got it the wrong way round.
She's got a bit confused.
Although I would just say, if we are wrong, and she did put herself as a 10 of chances of winning, it could be that Daniela's just projecting what she does actually want, and it's that whole PMA. Putting it out there, yeah. If you say you're going to get a 10, then you're going to achieve a 10. So that's the only way I can see how she'd put that, not because of her ego or anything, other than the other girls who definitely were like, I'm getting a 10 because I'm the best.
Well, let's take Daniela just out of the situation for the second. Let's talk about Tiffany and Gemma.
Yeah.
With the sort of scores that they'd sort of give themselves in this test, have we seen that behaviour reflect during their time in the house, do you think?
Yes, no, I believe we have in so many ways. I mean, they are both very strong characters. Out of all the housemates, these are two ladies that have made their name and made their fortune, arguably, as a result of being reality TV stars. There is no second place for these girls. They want to win. Coming second in being Big Brother, which is the ultimate reality show, will be a failure for them. They are going for this hard, and they need to believe they're going to get it in order to achieve it. A bit like we said earlier with the whole PMA thing. If we put it out there, they've got to believe it because they want it that badly.
If we were to ask them now,
Yeah.
you know, we're just over a week away until the final, do you think they'd rate their chances differently, or do you think these two would stick to their guns?
I think they might drop it. I think Gemma would stay at a 10. I think no one will stand in Gemma's way for anything. She will want to win. I think Tiffany, we've seen her I was watching her going in VT again. I mean, she
Brilliant
was
VT.
about as brash and as vulgar and out there as you can get. Now, she has displayed some of that behaviour, but she's also displayed a really soft side of her. And don't forget, they've all made these predictions before they've met anybody in the house. So I think Tiffany might be a bit more reflective now. She likes people in the house, and she perhaps would knock herself down a bit on that scale because she enjoys and likes other people and values their company, and she might just put someone else on par with her who deserves to win. So I think she might change. She's had a really good time in the house, I think.
Do you think either of these two could take the crown?
Gemma, no way. Gemma's got to start doing something as opposed to going on about her blow drying. Tiffany, I don't think she'll win it, but I do think that Tiffany will have quite a good shot at making towards the final.
Okay.
Because I think she's... You may clap.
You may clap her if you fancy it.
Please clap. Because begging for him now,
Yeah,
right?
go
I'm
on.
begging for him.
Beg a clap, beg a clap.
Thank you. I love you guys. But she's had a really good time in the house. From that opening VT, when it was like, oh my goodness, to now, we've seen a lot more of her other side, which I think will put her in good stead.
Well, let's bring the chart up again, actually. Let's have a little look at Darren and Stephanie. Complete opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yes.
They rated their chances of being evicted first very high, and chances of winning the lowest that they could go for.
Yeah.
Now, what are you making of that positioning with the two of them? Because they're quite very different characters.
Very, very
so to
different.
say.
And you're absolutely right.
I know.
You're so right. He's so there. He's so there. He's done the qualification as well. As we saw, Gemma and Tiffany are very, very similar in so many ways. But Darren and Stephanie, very, very different. Darren just likes to keep himself low at the radar. He's managing his expectations. He doesn't want to stick himself out there on a 10 because he doesn't want to embarrass himself. He's a man that has very low self-confidence, and even in the real world outside here, I know many people that know Darren, and I've met him myself. He's very apologetic about himself before he's even started. He's very self-deprecating.
Well, a lot of people are saying, especially on the outside, that Darren could win the show. A lot of people seem to agree with that at the moment. Why does he not think he can?
I just don't think Darren dares to believe it. I mean, what I will add, on that little chart we put in, he did say, I won't win it, but gosh, I'd really like to. And it was really sweet how he said, he said it in a really nice way. Like, he said, it would mean so much to me if I did. And I think for Darren, who's had a very tricky decade, and he's been reborn, and I think we've seen some really lovely bits with Darren. He's really honourable to his wife. He's handled the whole situation with Tiffany well and respectfully. He doesn't get involved in any conflict. And I think for Darren, I think it would be actually a really sweet win. I really do.
Well, let's move on to Stephanie. I mean, she's quite loud and outspoken, I think it's safe to say. Are you surprised that she rated herself so low in the chances of winning? Or...
No, not at all. Tell
me why.
She's so insecure. I mean, we know that. We keep waxing lyrical about Stephanie. She, let's be honest, she's a bit of an emotional wreck at the moment. She's got an awful lot going on. She's carrying so much guilt, confusion. She isn't emotionally mature enough to work out what she's doing on how to even do it properly. Breaking up with a boyfriend and going out with someone else is never going to come out well on a reality TV show.
Or even in life.
It really is. She's very confused. We saw last night that miniature offload with Gillian clearly did her some good. There's an awful lot more offloading that needs to happen. But it's a case of Stephanie, why she rated herself so low on that, is those that shout the loudest tend to be the most insecure and fluffy on the inside. And for all of her shouting, she's actually a little girl that needs an awful lot of TLC and some good talking to.
Well, I know we're really running out of time, so I just want to grab the chart back up again. I want to talk about John.
Oh, yes.
He's rated himself bang in the middle on both. Bang in the middle on winning, bang in the middle of being first evicted. I've got about 30 seconds.
Okay.
What does that say about him?
John, cards close to his chest. He thinks he can play Big Brother. He's trying to play Big Brother, but he's not doing it. He deliberately put it himself in the middle there because he knows how this show works.
He's been on it.
He's been on it loads. I've been on it with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be analysed. The problem is he's put himself at a 5. He's left himself wide open for us to do exactly that, to analyse him. John is someone that interests me, and I think out of all of the people in the house, he is the most closed book. He will not give anything away, and I don't think we'll see anything different from John. And even when we come out, I don't think we'll still really know what game plan John had in the house.
Oh, we could talk all night and into the morning, us do. Listen, it's been a pleasure. We're going to try and put all that on the website because I think that's quite exciting.
Bung it all on.
Bung it all on. Give it up for Anna Williamson, guys. Lovely. Oh, well, listen, that's what Anna had to say, but I want to know what you lot think. And I think it's time to find out. Let's find out in...
What you say? What you say?
What you saying? I love it. Now, listen, refresh your Twitter feed, change your status to busy, because it's time to discuss who's been making waves on the world of social medias. That's what we call it here, because we're really cool. Alex, you got me a tweet?
Yes, I have. It's Nadia... So it's 6 A's.
6 A's, 6 A's.
XO at I Adore Larry.
Yeah.
It was lovely to see a fun and outgoing side to Jezza. He's either stuck to Steph or glued to Steph. Keep the cheeriness up. Hashtag Team Jeremy. Hashtag CBB.
Oh, what are we making of that? Do we think he is maybe starting to show that fun side now? Yeah.
Truth or Dare, definitely. Truth or Dare, he was, that's Jeremy we want to see more of.
You want to see a bit more Truth or Dare from
100%.
Jeremy? This one does. Go on, Tiffany. Claire, what you got for me?
I've got from Jimmy Walsh at Jimmy Walsh. He wants
brilliant
to know...
handle for Jimmy Walsh.
He wants to know at BBUK, so some hashtag CBB housemates are calling CBBB Darren the English hashtag George Clooney. I think he's more like George Clueless.
Oh!
Hashtag coffee machine.
What do you think, Claire? Claire, do you think he's George Clooney or Clueless?
Clueless.
You do?
Do you know what? Darren is, he's coming across as this like, forlorn kind of chap. He's almost like hanging his head like this as if I'm not worthy. But...
Selena, what do you think?
Yeah, but no one can work the coffee machine. No one in that house. It's not just Darren.
Let alone Christopher Maloney.
Oh, poor Christopher. What a fright he had. I heard someone go, hell no. Who was that?
He's gone in there slightly broken in himself already. So when he's now in there, he's trying to portray the real side of himself. He's a nice guy. He's genuine, and he's showing that to the people. He cares about his wife, his family, and he's trying to send that message across to them the whole time he's in there. And that is an amazing thing to try and do for anyone.
Oh, well, they are.
I don't think any more people will look at him and think of the love rap, because people used to say that before, whereas now it's sort of changed, which is...
He's the original Scotty T, but apparently he's love rap. At least his girls were famous.
Oh, digging.
Why does he need a platform like Celebrity Big Brother to change himself?
I think I totally do get it. I mean, from a personal point of view, I'd done the show because a lot of people had quite a big perception of me from the X Factor when I was on it, and I've got to be honest, I do think Darren has managed to turn quite a lot around for himself in there, because we do know him. The reason he's in there is because he is the love rat. He has had them troubles in the past, and that he's openly spoken about the drink and the drugs and stuff like that, and he's turning it around from what I can see.
Because what happened was he went in there and he was vulnerable to begin with. He was trying to build himself up. Then John nominated him.
Oh.
And that pushed him right down. He went to John and he confided
But we're
in
seeing
him.
him come back up.
Now he's coming back up, but it's slow, and he really hates John for doing that.
Mm.
And it's very upsetting to see. I think it's really upsetting to see because he really was trying so hard to be good and to bring himself up, and then he had somebody squash him right at the beginning. And now, thank God, he's bringing himself up again.
Well, do you know what, John, we did earlier, actually? We put a little poll up on the website. We ran a little poll. Let's have a little look at it. Let's bring it up. What was the poll? It's not there. Who was the most toxic housemate? That was it. In third place with 9% was John. In second place with 31%, Stephanie. And in first place, the housemate you think's the most toxic with 55% is Gemma. Selena, let me come to you. What are you making of that?
No, I like Gemma. I know she's no, come on, I know she's Marmite, but she actually says it how it is. She calls a spade a spade. She tells the truth, and she puts Stephanie in her place. And also with Gemma, like, you've got to like the fact that the girl knows the importance of a good blow dry. Now, some people are frightened of things, you know? That's important to girls. Some people are frightened of ISIS, but Gemma's frightened of a bad blow dry, and that is a serious issue for Essex women.
Well, I mean, I thought he'd done an all right job, in all fairness, that hairdresser, wherever you are. Well, listen, the phone has been ringing off the hook. I think I've got time for a quick call. Who have I got on the line? Liz from Hull. Liz, are you there?
Hi, Rylan.
Hello, Liz. You all right, babe? What do you want to get off your chest? What's your chat?
I just want to say, I'm a massive Tiffany fan, and I just wanted to ask, do you think she's got what it takes to go all the way and win?
Good question. Alex, what do you think? Has Tiffany got what it takes?
I'd like to think she does, actually, because I like her as a housemate. You know, she had a bit of a wobbly moment with the old Bowie guest gate.
Oh, God, don't bring that up.
I do like her. And another thing, I'd like her to go back to America and say, God, I had a fantastic time in England. What a great place it is.
What a beautiful country! what a beautiful place Britain is. Have I got time for one more? No, they're saying. Listen, coming up, we're going to be finding out how the housemates got on when we tested their intellect with some very high-powered questions. I'm sure they'd pass with flying colours, wouldn't they? We'll find out. See you after the break. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. In just a moment, we're going to be catching up with all the latest from the house. But first, while the celebs were still those fresh-faced and full of promise people, we set them an intellectual challenge that they could... intellectual challenge that they could really get their teeth into. Yeah, teeth joke. It was a little general knowledge quiz, but the thing is, it was actually meant for 8 to 10-year-olds. So they didn't know. Should be easy, right?
$15.
5, 10, 15. No.
125.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 75.
25 plus 25 is 30. 49.
125.
4, 0. Carry the 1. 50.
15.
500.
125. 125.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Wait, no, I thought you meant, like, no, I thought it was 3 times 5. Shit, okay.
Wicked.
That's easy. Mozart.
I can't think who it is. And that's just mental.
Well, I know Picasso. He's got no ears, has he?
My mind has just gone.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci. I better know that.
Picasso. even read the Da Vinci Code.
Oh! See,
I think that was in Mr. Bean, the movie as well. Bollocks.
What an idiot.
24.
This is going to be as good as the Mona Lisa.
Mars. It's Pluto.
7.
It's Neptune. It's June.
Mercury, Venus, Mars, Earth.
There's the moon. There's the Earth.
Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Uranus, Neptune.
There's the sun.
9. That would be crazy if I didn't know it. It's 9 or 11.
9.
7.
So I'm going to say 9.
100. It's... Eight! Oh, God. Oh, this is not good. I should never have done this.
Mozart. Can I just say, though, in all fairness, quite proud that Scotty T won that. I was like, God, Scotty T. Well, now it's time for tomorrow's headlines. In today's news, here we go.
Extra, extra. Read all about it.
At 10:34 this morning, Gemma wasn't pleased with Jeremy's wandering hands.
Beautiful day. Oh, that's my towel!
Oh, shit, sorry.
And you've had a shit?
Sorry, I'll get you a fresh one.
Sorry, Jeremy, I'm going to be
I'll get you
sick.
a fresh one.
No, I just can't stand shitting.
What's happening?
Jeremy has taken a shit and put his hands on my towel.
Come on, Jem, at least he wipes his hands. Well, Gillian is clearly making a skid mark in the house. File. 11:34, talk of the brown stuff continued.
What was your poo like?
It was weird.
No, but like, describe it to me. I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you mine honestly.
It was kind of, I don't know if it was normal.
Well, mine came out in a bitty poo.
Right.
And then a bit of Play-Doh.
So it was kind of like stale bread, soft bread.
It was like bread that's been through a chopping machine and jagged through the edges.
Right.
And then a squirt.
Like a little bit of...
Like a bit of like...
Disc.
Yeah, there's a bit of diarrhea for you.
Right.
It was like dollop diarrhea. It was just like, I know she's going to rinse me for it.
Well, I'm sorry.
I've seen a bit of carrot.
Listen, I know I'm in a relationship, but it's how people flirt these days. Is that what they do? Oh, well, not to put her off by the revolting sample, Stephanie was determined to go against the guru.
There's no point in hiding. I'll find out anyway. Just tell me. It makes it easier. Otherwise, we're here all day.
These two.
OK, all right, get me the chocolate. We're not having chocolate for breakfast. Let's start with that at least. OK, that's manageable.
OK.
No chocolate at breakfast. And then we can discuss how to get through. Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Please. I ask anything.
Where on
Just
earth
please
did you
don't
get
take the chocolate away.
You can't do this to yourself. No wonder you're so
Can I just have one?
confused. No.
I didn't.
Can you stop coming close? Stay over there. Get over there.
Oh! We got given it.
By who?
Big Brother. And I saved it because I love chocolate. And I love minstrels.
But you can't eat chocolate for breakfast. You're setting yourself up for a roller coaster of emotions all day long, and that's exactly what's been happening to you. Remember I said you're emotionally toxic?
I'm letting go of the chocolate. I'm actually sweating.
It's good for you. Listen to me. You're sweating because you were running for the first time ever.
Oh, she tried. She had a good old go. And finally, at 1:56 this afternoon, Jeremy's wandering hands weren't so much of a problem for Gemma anymore.
Darren, this is all part of the detox. Oh.
Is it that nice?
Oh, Jeremy, it's sexual. It's
Is it?
lovely. If I was a single girl, I definitely would do it with you.
Would you? Gemma Collins, you naughty frizz.
No, I just would, just because I would.
Because I'm Irish.
Just, well, you're Irish and...
You are getting shy.
No, Jeremy. That's right, it's best not to have this conversation.
Gemma
It's best not to have this conversation.
All right. Oh, you're funny, you, aren't you? You've got a boyfriend. Well, let's just leave it down to the one girl in the house with the boyfriend.
Oh, he's going to town. You better set some boundaries, Jeremy. And that was today's news. There you go. Now, as I said earlier, it has been 13 years since Alex was a Big Brother housemate. I've got to ask you, Alex, do you miss it? Where's Alex? Alex?
I'm here in
the camera runs.
In the camera runs.
Alex, what are you doing up there?
Well, I just came over. I'm really happy, actually. I just saw Daniela come out. She scratched her ass, and then she picked up the leading brand of bottle of bleach and walked back into the other room with it, though. So I don't know what she's going to do with it. But I'm actually very happy that she's actually cleaning the place up for a bit.
Other than the arse scratching, what else has been going on?
Well, we were just in the garden, and now we're in here. I think that Stephanie's definitely doing a bit of detox. She's been drinking wine and having a fag as well.
Oh, no.
Yes, and of course you know who's with her, don't you?
Is it Jeremy by any chance?
It's not her boyfriend, is it?
Oh!
But yeah, they're just sitting around, they're talking about life, and Scotty T's probably talking about how many women he had sex with as well. It's,
Well, Al, listen,
Yes.
enjoy your time up there. It's lovely to see you back
nice
in
to be
there.
back.
But hurry up and get back down. We need
All right,
you.
I'm coming.
All right, babe. See you in a minute. I'll
Say
bet you
bye.
are.
Bye.
Give up for Alex, everyone. Oh! Coming off our panel, if he gets back, going to be getting their teeth into today's task. Plus, I've got even more exclusive news for you. Don't say I don't do anything for you. I'll see you after this. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. Now, it's exclusive time, and Gillian seems to be getting through to the housemates, and she's found herself an unlikely promoter of health and well-being.
We should just live off soups and fruit till the rest of the duration here.
I'm on the cigarette, I don't care.
Scotty, let's talk about this cigarette before you have it, please.
I'm only gonna have one.
But don't.
Oh, I was cleaning my,
Ass.
I was getting ready to do my,
Tiffany.
Yes?
That's not me.
Can I tell you, can I tell you what my plan is?
No, I'm telling you your plan. You're not telling your plan because you are not in charge of yourself, clearly.
Look at this, look at this.
No.
When these are gone, I'm gonna give it up. In LA right now, it's almost like it's forbidden. If you smoke, they make you feel like you're an alien or a cretin or some
Yeah,
kind of
I'm amazed you can go there now.
Yeah, so that's why I'm leaving the habit here. I know I can't go back to
Please.
LA and smoke, but I'll give you my word. You'll see
Okay.
that I'm smoke-free.
Right, good.
How do they make you feel over there? Selena, let me come to you. Are you surprised that Gemma's proper on the Gillian McKeith trail?
No, I think when Gemma gets something in her bonnet, she goes for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Think she will go for it?
She likes being in charge as well. She's a bit of an
Oh.
alpha female.
She's an alpha female.
Mm.
I like that, Claire.
No, she's living the role of the GC. She morphs into roles. I mean, I'd love to know what she's really like as a person.
Oh, she's lovely as a person.
She's lovely as a person, according to Alex. That's what Alex has got to say.
How sarcastic that was.
Won't go there. What do we think? What do we think? Are we surprised?
Completely different.
Go on, babe.
If she had actually been chosen to go into like have the toxicity, I think she would have gone totally OTT and would have kicked off and been like, I wouldn't do it. But
So
I
you think it'd
yeah.
be-
The tasks, has she really? She's not done
She's not
nothing.
done-
She didn't go and sit in the box. She didn't do the spinning. She's done nothing.
Hang on.
She's playing the game, isn't she?
And you
She's
bet-
acting out GC.
Let me just ask. If she's playing the game, do you think she's playing it well?
No.
Yeah.
I think
You
she
do?
is, yeah. She's getting the airtime she wants. Of course she is.
Valid point, though. She's getting the airtime, and is that what they're all in there for? Well, listen, I've got a bit of gossip for you. At the end of Gillian's detox task this evening, she'll be selecting the 4 housemates who she believes are still toxic in the house. And that will have a big impact on nominations this evening. So, Selena, it's been quite calm in that house. Who would you think are the obvious choices for people to nominate this week?
I think it's still got to be Gemma, because she's very Marmite. I love her, but I can see why people get annoyed with her. Stephanie. Personally, I think that Jeremy should be called toxic because of his relationship with her. But he's...
You haven't got a mic. Go on, girl.
Sorry. He knows what he's doing. He's playing a game.
Who, Jeremy?
Jeremy, he is indeed. He knows what he's doing. He knows she has a boyfriend on the outside. He's straight in there and he knows what he's doing.
But his game is making him look like a wet blanket. I don't think he's coming across well. I think he needs to detract from her. She's not good for him. She's not. He just looks like a wet lettuce, as far as I'm concerned.
You just think he's just playing it down. Alex, who do you think might be up for the chop this week?
I don't know who might be up, but I'd like to see Gemma up.
You'd like to see Gemma?
Yeah, she really is. She's a lovely, caring character. And I think that it's about time that she met the public, so she found out how much they loved her.
OK, fair enough. Claire?
It's going to be really interesting tonight to see what the nominations are going to be from the House. Is it going to be face-to-face, or are they going to be in the diary room?
I couldn't possibly tell you, babes. I don't know. Don't tell me nothing.
Well, I think Jeremy should definitely be up. I think John should be up. Gemma should be up. And Steph should be up.
Yeah.
Straight to the point, old Claire Muldoon over there. Very quickly, who do we want to see up this week?
Steph.
Gemma.
John. Steph. Jeremy. Oh, it's a bit of a mix. I've got another bit of gossip. It's full of gossip tonight. Housemates are soon going to be facing their next shopping task, and we have got the inside scoop on it. The house is going to be filled with phones. And housemates are going to be tempted by some mystery callers. Now, these callers could be celebrities, ex-housemates, or ones they really want to speak to. Or ones they really don't want to speak to. So that could include their friends and family. So let me come to you guys. Claire, who would you like to see call into the house?
Oh, that's a good one. I'd like to see one of the ex-housemates. Let's see, I'd like to see Angie Bowie call John.
Oh, for what reason?
Just to clear up ground, to kind of maybe give him that, because she's obviously been out for such a long time and he's still in there. And as we saw in the analysis, he's straight down the middle, giving nothing away.
Yeah.
And yet his number 5 to me would be indicative of the fact he's straight in the middle, not only of all the arguments and all the toxicity of the house, but generally I think that might be a good conversation to have.
Okay. Selena?
I would like Stephanie's boyfriend to have a conference call with Stephanie and Jeremy.
Whoa. We're going over the top now with a conference call. So you'd like to see Sam call him?
Yep.
Alex?
Well, I'd like to call Gemma up to tell her how much I like her. Sorry,
might be able to sort that out, you never know. Who would we like to see? Get a phone call. Stephanie's boyfriend. Right, well, I think we've gathered that one. Anyone else? Oh.
Not to Stephanie, to Jeremy.
Oh, so you'd like to see Stephanie's boyfriend give Jeremy a ring?
Yeah, have a good tape with him.
This is turning into a whole new show. Alex, you didn't have any friends or family contact when you were in
there was
your
just
series,
two of us did. That was when they were up for eviction. But, you know, it would have been nice to have heard from people, but, you know, they always start crying and all that. I'm thinking...
Yeah, they do,
Look,
right.
they're not... You know, you're going to see them soon.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't understand it. We were in it for 9 weeks.
Yeah.
When you're in it for a couple of weeks, it's like, you know...
Get over it.
Get over it, you know, but they'll all start crying and go...
Well, obviously, Claire, there's going to be a twist.
At least they're consistent.
There's going to be a twist in the towel, I'm sure, with this task, because it's not just going to be as easy as just answering the phone and saying, hello, how are you, babe?
Yeah.
How do you think hearing from loved ones or celebrities or fans or audience might influence the way that they're behaving?
But it shouldn't influence anything. You see them on The Jungle and the other reality show, when they get the letters through, when they're sitting, it's pitiful. I mean, I've got 4 kids, and if I were given the opportunity to go into somewhere for a month without them, I'd jump at it. They'd be the last people on earth. I'd love them dearly, but they'd be the last people, amongst other people, I'd want to hear from. You're in it for the ride, stick with it, go for it.
And
you don't
enjoy
need
it.
any more emotion, and enjoy it.
That's the main thing.
Exactly.
Selena, who do you think would benefit from a phone call, do you think?
I think Daniela's missing her kids, isn't she? And Darren's missing his wife. But I think Tiffany needs a bit of a lifeline from America. She needs one of her homies to call her or something.
Get someone to give her a bell.
Yeah.
Get someone to give Tiffany a bell. Yeah. Very quickly, because we are running out of time, who do we think is in danger of being up this week?
John.
Stephanie.
Steph. John.
John.
Steph. John.
Steph.
John.
Steph.
John. Daniela. Daniela.
John.
John.
I'm gonna
John.
do it.
Gemma.
John. Steph.
John. Steph. John.
Gemma. Well, I'm gonna do it. I can hear the music.
John. Steph.
John.
Gemma.
John. Gemma.
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 John.
John.
Steph.
Steph.
Damn, John.
Gemma.
John.
Gemma.
Oh, lovely bit of chat now. That's all I've got time for tonight. A massive thank you to my panel and our fantastic audience. It's brilliant. For more action, keep it locked in here at 5 Star for Live from the House. I'll be back on Channel 5 tomorrow at 11:05 with Bo Williams, Dan Wootton and your laser Big T, Christopher. Until then, night-night.